This world is inhabited by more than just the living, and there are those among us who feel the presence of a time long since past. So come along on this journey and experience the most haunted places in the world. The Myrtles Plantation. This home is rumored to be among the most haunted homes in America, and is reportedly home to over 12 ghosts. The place has been heavily documented, and many unexplained phenomena have occurred here, from the legend of Chloe, documented by a National Geographic crew, to the infamous ghost girl photographed and captured by a schoolteacher. The plantation's legendary hauntings continue to captivate visitors. The Catacombs. The Catacombs of Paris is home to over 6 million remains of people who have been moved from cemeteries and tombs throughout Paris as the city began to grow. There have been many strange tales of the catacombs, the most notorious being that those who were moved from their presumed resting places are incredibly unrested and attempt to seek visitors deeper into the catacombs. Legend has it that these disembodied voices will try to persuade you to venture deeper and deeper into the catacombs until you cannot find your way out. Poveglia. This small island located between Venice and Lido on the Venetian lagoon is home to a quarantine station used in the 1700s for those suffering from the plague. Later this facility was used as a mental hospital, which recently closed in 1968. Legend has it that a cruel doctor experimented on the patients here and performed dangerous and unorthodox lobotomies on many of the mentally ill. In the 1930s, this doctor is said to have climbed the bell tower and plunged to his death. The doctor claimed that ghosts had driven him to insanity. He later died from the injuries received from the fall. Residents of the area claim that they can still hear the bell tower to this day, even though the bell tower was removed decades ago. Due to its macabre and gruesome history, this island now has a reputation for being one of the most haunted places in the world. Queen Mary. This ship, which now resides in Long Beach, California, is actually a hotel in the present day. It was home to over 50 deaths during the time that the ship was in service. Due to the tragic nature of so many fatalities on the ship, there are numerous stories and legends about the hauntings that occur on this ship today. Among the ghostly tales of the ship include an engineer who died in the ship's engine room and still roams the bulkhead to this day. Another notable and gruesome ghost tale is that of the chef who abused his crew and suffered a mutiny in which the kitchen staff cooked him alive in the walk-in oven. His eerie cries for help are rumored to still be heard today throughout the galley. Lizzie Borden House. This home is the gruesome site of an axe murder that took place in August of 1892. During this horrific scene, Lizzie's father and stepmother were gruesomely murdered by being bludgeoned to death by a hatchet. The complete history of those events are incredibly murky, and when put on trial, Lizzie was actually acquitted of the crimes. However, even today there are tales of ghosts of the Bordens roaming the house. Many claim that Abby and Andrew roamed the halls of the house, as well as children who were murdered in the house next door in 1848. Others claim that Lizzie haunts the house as well, and that her face can be seen on a wall in the basement under certain conditions. The Stanley Hotel. This is one of the most famous haunted spots, as it is the site of the featured horror classic The Shining. The hotel's owner, F.O. Stanley, is known to haunt the hotel along with his wife, dressed in a formal attire in the main staircase and in other public areas, while her piano occasionally plays itself all on its own. Many other ghosts, such as children and small pets, are also reported to be heard or seen throughout the property, and there are many documented cases of the bizarre phenomenon. St. Augustine Lighthouse. This legendary lighthouse has numerous ghost sightings as well as tragic stories behind the haunted tales. When the lighthouse was being constructed in 1871, a tragic accident occurred during which the children of the construction superintendent all died along with friends of the children. These children are said to haunt the lighthouse and are commonly known as the PT children of the lighthouse. Many reports have been documented of the sound of small footsteps running up the stairwell of the lighthouse to shadowy apparitions playing a game of hide-and-seek. The Driskill Hotel. Opened since 1886, many famous celebrities and politicians have stayed at this hotel throughout the ages. The famous tale of hauntings in the building comes from two honeymooning women who took their own lives in the same room 20 years apart. It is rumored these ghosts roam the halls of the hotel, where very mysterious and strange things have been reported to occur.